Greetings, friends. It's Pat at Dancing Moon Travel. We're so glad that you joined us this evening for our special presentation of Let's Talk Travel. We appreciate you being here, and we're very excited for the month of April to be featuring our premium cruise line partners. And we are just absolutely excited to have with us this week our special guest for the broadcast, Mary Jencen. Welcome, Mary. Mary is the business development manager for national accounts for Princess Cruises. Mary, Princess just provides an incredible cruise experience, and just delighted to have you aboard as our special guest this evening. Can we just jump right in, and love for you to share with us a bit about your background, how you got into travel, and how you made your way to Princess Cruise Lines.
Great. Well, thank you so much for having me. I'm wearing my tiara because I represent Princess Cruises. So I'm the little princess right now. And I have the little medallion on my tiara here. So we'll talk a little bit about that. But I have to say, I've been doing this for quite some time. I'll probably be dating myself. I've been doing this for over 30 years. So it's an amazing industry. It's amazing to travel the world and experience and really get up close and personal, which is fantastic. But I started back in the days where I'm not sure many of you may have heard of Dolphin Cruise Line and Majesty Cruise Line. So I've worked with several different cruise lines along the way, starting at Dolphin, then moving over to Dolphin and Majesty. From there, Apiratiki for a little bit, also Seawind Cruises, even Premier for a short bit. And those cruise lines were bought from other vendors. And then I moved over to the Cunard side, where I joined Cunard in '97. And I was with Cunard, which is also part of our Carnival Corporation family. And then I sold Seabourn for a little while too. So getting up close and personal with Seabourn, like sailing up the Thames under the Tower Bridge and docking by the Tower of London, one of a great highlight of one of my experiences throughout the industry. And then back in 2003, I joined Princess because Cunard and Princess merged together as a company, and we were selling both brands. So I really have the best of both worlds. I've been in the industry for a while. I've experienced it. I love it. And I keep going. I've never seen anything like this of what happened the past year and a half. But
thankfully.
And yes, I don't want to see it again. But I have to tell you, it's just an amazing, amazing industry to see. And the dedication with the clients that we have with Princess, our following that we have for Princess is just amazing to see. So really glad to be here and take you along to all the destinations that we have to offer.
That is, it sounds like you have had an opportunity along the way to get a few cruises under your belt. Yeah. With Princess, have you had any particular favorite ship or destination that just rises to the top of your experiences?
Well, I have to tell you, that's really a hard one because I've been on many, many cruises, and there's still several on my bucket list to get there too. But I have to tell you, one of the biggest destinations that I really enjoy, and Princess is the #1 cruise line in Alaska, and we have been for several years. We've been doing Alaska over 50 years. And I have to tell you, Alaska is a destination that I keep going back more and more, and it's always a surprise and delight no matter how many times you've been to Alaska. I have to tell you, that is one of my kids' favorite cruises that they've been on. We just went a couple of years ago, we went, and I took my kids, and I went with my sister-in-law and my nieces and nephews, and it was just an unbelievable experience that my kids are still talking about it till today. So definitely a destination that you want to travel to if you haven't tried that, but there's many more on my bucket list to go to.
Yeah, Alaska always comes to the top 3 of my favorite experiences. It's always, I can't imagine that it won't be. One of my favorites has also been, and I don't know that you guys still have this, but we did Amazon Cruise on one of your small ships.
Yes.
Some years ago. Oh my goodness, was that amazing.
Right
So
around the horn, yes, unbelievable experience. We still do offer it. It is one of our most popular destinations also, really getting up close and personal and doing that experience. And you can do it many ways with Princess, doing the one ways, and then you also do the full around the horn and opportunity to do that. That's on my bucket list also to do. Unfortunately, I was on a cruise one year and unfortunately something happened and I had to cancel. So it's definitely on my bucket list to do.
it was do it. It was absolute. It was. I tell people I had to pinch myself from time to time to remind myself I'm still on the same planet I left from. It's just, it's that amazing. But moving on, we could talk about this for 2 hours if I had
Hours,
to.
absolutely.
Uh, let's move on. How does the Princess Cruise experience? How is it different? What do you guys do differently that makes you exceptional in the industry?
Okay, what I do want to say though, there's lots of great cruise lines out there. And what makes Princess a little different is Princess has been around and we've been sailing the globe since 1965. Remember the Love Boat? For those of you who have watched the Love Boat, we started with the Love Boat, that one ship. And now we have 15 magnificent ships in our fleet traveling all over the world. What's great about Princess is we really take you up close and personal. We immerse you in the destination that you're traveling to, the cultures, the color, the flavors of the places that you're traveling to. And really what we're all about is making memorable experiences and meeting new people and to get up close and personal. That's what it's about because you really want to remember that. And to give you that opportunity to travel is just an unbelievable experience. But also, in addition to that, we have something called the Princess Medallion Class Vacation. This is something new that we've introduced. And now with everything going on, it really immerses you even more. It gives you more of an opportunity to enjoy your vacation, to get on and off the ship much quicker, to really experience a lot of things that maybe you don't want to take time away from your day to do because you can do it with the medallion. It really enables you to do that. And that's something, I don't know, Pat, if you had the experience to travel on one of our medallion ships. Have you had that experience?
I have not been able to do that yet.
Well, what's great about this is all our ships are going to be medallionized when they come into service and when we announce back into service. So all our ships, all 15 ships will have medallion class, which is this little digital device that gets you on and off the ship. It opens your doors, really gets you up close and personal. You can find your shipmates that you're traveling with. You can sit out on deck, and if, say, you forgot your sunglasses, you can order it right from your personal device, and they're going to bring you a pair of sunglasses right out on deck. So
I love it.
really way to experience your vacation right away.
You know, I love that you're doing this to all of your vessels because that's one of the things that I have noted about Princess is I think it is quite possibly the most consistent brand in the industry. I've just noticed when you are on board a Princess ship, you have no doubt what brand you're on.
The following really speaks for itself too. We have such a loyal following with Princess. It's amazing when I'm traveling to see how many people, you know, for someone to be our elite guest with us, they have to travel with us over 16 times. And it's amazing to see how many of our clients have sailed with us 16 plus voyages and still following us on, and then multi-generations coming with them. So it really is a testimonial to Princess that, like you're saying, it is consistent. It is consistent, and we offer that opportunity across all our ships, and we welcome you to join us.
That is real. I love your ships. I love the consistency. I love the brand, and it's an amazing partner, and I can't recommend it any more highly. It's just a wonderful thing. You know, Mary, with real estate, they're always telling us location, location, location. And with Princess and other cruises, so often it comes down to itineraries. Itineraries are so important. Uh, do you have anything coming up? Any special itineraries you might like to showcase and talk about?
Well, what I do want to say is, and it is very true, Princess is known as the destination leader. And we've been awarded best cruise itineraries 15 times by Recommended Magazine. So we are constantly into those different destinations, the very unique opportunity destinations, the longer cruises. And like you said, the Amazon cruise, or even a world cruise, or maybe St. Petersburg, Russia, or the Greek Isles. We have an array of different destinations. But what's great about Princess is we help create like lasting memories around the globe. For example, if you go over to Dublin, visit the countryside, we make these, you can do an experience where you have fresh made scones in the countryside of Dublin. Or maybe if you go to Hawaii and you're in Honolulu or something, you can go swimming with the sharks. It's really immersing you in that destination. That Princess allows you to do that. Australia, New Zealand, very, very popular. Of course, Asia, Asia, Japan, lots of different itineraries that are on a lot of people's bucket lists. And of course, I wouldn't forget Alaska. Alaska is one of them that people really enjoy. And we have been named destination leaders for a reason, because we really do get you up close and personal and experiencing those different itineraries.
Princess really does do Alaska. I mean, you guys, there's nobody bigger for Alaska sailing. You guys definitely are the industry leader up there, both in the cruise and in the cruise tour.
Well, we own and operate 5 of the lodges. So we really give you that opportunity to see Alaska up close and personal. There's many ways to see Alaska with Princess. You can do the round trip Seattle itineraries. You can do the northbound itineraries. So you're doing Vancouver to Anchorage or vice versa. Or you can really, and if you're going to Alaska, I really kind of stress this, is take a land tour and do a cruise tour to combine it all together with your cruise, the train, and then the lodges that we have available, because it really gets you into the destination of Alaska, really into the heart of Alaska. It's an unbelievable experience.
It really is. And if you possibly can, and I say this all the time about Alaska, do the tour, add a few extra days, a few extra dollars, do yourself a favor, don't miss it. Yeah. Another one you didn't mention, but I always love to bring up is the Panama Canal cruises.
With the Panama Canal cruises, Princess actually, some of our smaller vessels, we have a range of vessels. As I said, we have 15 vessels in our fleet. So the Coral and the Island Princess were made originally to go through that Panama Canal, because those ships were built to go through that canal. Now we were the largest ship that went through the brand new canal, which is the Caribbean Princess, when that was introduced. So we have many ways of also seeing the canal. You can see it on our smaller vessels and go through the original, the locks, or the larger locks that we have now, the new locks. So again, you can do round trip Fort Lauderdale, 10 days going through Panama Canal. You're not going through the entire locks, but you still have that experience where you can go in, turn around, lake, and then come back, or you can do the one ways. So lots of ways to see the Panama Canal. And very popular.
Yeah, I haven't mentioned it for a while in talking about itineraries, and just thought I would raise that because it's so fascinating on so many levels, whether you're into the history or the engineering. It is just a fascinating, and the itineraries are always just really outstanding as well. So I just thought I'd mention that is a possibility, because Princess does a great job with the Panama.
I have to say, as I said, with the itineraries, we have an array of different itineraries, and we could talk all day because, of course, we have Caribbean, we have Europe, we have Alaska, we have Panama Canal, South America. My mother's from Rio, so that one's actually definitely on my bucket list. So I would definitely want to do the Rio and would love to do around the Amazon. So that one's on my bucket list to do also. The Greek Isles. I mean, just lots of different destinations.
Basically, if there's an ocean, Princess is there.
Yes.
You guys can do it. What about your target demographic, Mary? How can our listeners identify themselves and know, hey, the Princess is my kind of provider?
That's a great question. What's great about Princess is it appeals to a large audience. So depending on where they want to go, what they're looking for, we appeal to the adventurous travelers. So they're looking to really study different cultures, learn new things. You have the social voyagers that are looking to do that. And then you have people that are just looking to recharge and maybe relax and use it as means of, just a relaxation, a spa or things like that. And then you have the learning family. So it really, the demographics ranges because it really appeals to a large audience. And depending on the destinations, because we have shorter cruises and longer cruises. We have shorter cruises as short as 3 days. And then, of course, we have cruises as long as 107 world cruises. So where do you want to travel to? It really appeals to a large demographic audience, which is fantastic.
I love that because everybody is really welcome on board with Princess. And you guys are known, not all of the premium cruise lines are as friendly to family travelers.
We get some great kids programs starting at ages 13 all the way to 7. I'm sorry, started at ages 3 all the way to 17. Lots of great programs where they immerse you in that destination. We have your park rangers, like when you're in Alaska. We have lots of programs, and we have a relationship with Discovery. So Discovery at Sea really helps us cultivate some of the programs that we put on board, not only for families, but for everyone that travels. So lots of great experiences we have there.
Excellent, excellent. Mary, I have to ask about this one because we have inquiring minds in our audience. I know my people, and they love to know about the food.
Well, that's a good one. So there's lots of opportunities there. Bring your belt so you can open up a notch when you sail with Princess, because there's an array of opportunities for dining. Of course, it's captivating cuisine. We have our relationship with top chefs. We have Curtis Stone, which has his own restaurant aboard some of our ships. We have an array of, of course, the Horizon Court or the World Fresh Market that gives you an opportunity of all different flavors throughout. We cater to the different destinations that we travel in the world, so you can really immerse and really engage in that destination that you're in. Of course, we have we've been known for the best pizza at sea. We have these wonderful breakfast buffets and grilled paninis in our 24-hour international cafe. Of course, we have the Crown Grill, Sterling Steakhouse, Sabatini's. We're known for our Italian cuisine. Just an array of different opportunities where we have the anytime dining, and then we have alternative restaurants that you can choose from. Of course, 24-hour room service. Another great thing about it now is with the medallion, right from your personal device, you can order wherever you are to have them deliver. If you want to notch on something and have a nice cocktail and maybe notch on a little snack, you can order it from the luxury of your own cabin, or also if you're out on deck. So lots of opportunities there for cuisine. One of my favorite experiences is also the chef's table.
Yes.
Really an opportunity to get backstage on what happens and how they do it. And they take you through a cocktail, they show you backstage, they get you together for some actual canapes and stuff. And then they spread out this beautiful, beautiful spread of dining for that evening, where the chef comes out and tells you what he prepared for you. It's a great experience. It's very intimate, and it's available on a lot of our ships. So just unbelievable experience there. The dining goes on with all the different venues that we have available.
I would really encourage people, if you're foodies, to just book the chef's table. You will not be disappointed. You will be absolutely so happy that you booked that experience, because it is something you will talk about. It's an experience. It's great food, and it's just something, it's going to be one of those lifetime memories.
It's a wow factor. It definitely has a wow factor. Yeah.
It's certainly, and here's, speaking of wow factor, Mary, I'm telling you,
one of my places to be.
Ships, yeah. Your ships do have the wow. I'll never forget the first time I stepped aboard the Royal Princess, and this is the atrium of that ship. It took my breath away.
I actually have to tell you, when the Royal was introduced, I actually had a guest tell me that it's unbelievable when they walked on that ship. It was like walking into a, what did they say, like a jewelry box, because it was so beautiful with all the glimmer and the glass work and everything. They just loved it. I have to tell you, one of my favorite places is to be in the Piazza area because we have local street entertainment, like street entertainment that we have throughout the ship. You have lots of it's like the heart of the ship with lots of activities going on, several different levels that you can watch it on. The International Cafe is located on the plaza deck, which is right there in the middle of all the heart of the ship, which is really exciting. So it is really breathtaking. I really enjoy that area to spend some time with. That's some of the entertainment that we have, an array of different entertainment we have with Broadway shows, and of course, Join the Voice of the Ocean, which is to me is kind of like karaoke on steroids. We have Movies Under the Stars. We have top headline comedians. The Love Boat Disco Party. That's one of my favorites, which is your Movies Under the Stars, that photo
Yes.
just showed. Just unbelievable. And this area that you had just showed, during holiday celebrations at sea, we can make it snow. It snows in that area sometimes. It's just unbelievable, the excitement that happens.
Now, what area was that in that they make it?
The very first photo that you sent, which is the Piazza area, right?
Oh yeah, right there.
That area, yes. We've made it snow.
Wow.
You have the champagne toast here. You have lots of the street entertainers that do lots of different shows in this area and entertainment, the acrobats. It's just an amazing area to be, and it really is throughout the day, a lot of excitement that happens in that area.
Yeah, it seems like there's always it's just a good place to hang out and people watch.
Yeah. Oh, I love the people watching. Exactly.
As long as we're talking about the Royal Princess, we did your Canada New England cruise. We actually had a group on board that ship, and it was just an exquisite experience. I'm just going to throw that out there since we're talking about these things, because you guys do groups too, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Definitely groups is definitely the way to travel. We want you to stay connected with your family and friends, bring them all aboard. So very good with groups, very popular Princess with groups. I love Canada, New England. I'm originally from Rhode Island, so it is a beautiful itinerary to do.
Yeah, it was just a lovely itinerary and incredible ship. There again. It's just kind of one of my unforgettable memories. There we had the Movies Under the Stars again.
Yes.
And that is that you guys pioneered that, if I'm right.
We did. Yes, we did. We pioneered that, and I have to tell you, a lot of people have followed suit after it, but it is definitely a signature, a Princess signature. Great experience. This is, I mean, you showed the photo right now with Movies Under the Stars at night, but then we also have concerts during the day. I mean, unbelievable. We have gaming out there for families and friends that are all traveling together, and lots of activities throughout the day in that area. So, and that screen can be seen from anywhere that you are out on deck, which is fantastic. It's a great way.
Yeah. And while you guys may not have climbing walls, to name another brand, there is no, just to clarify for people, there is no shortage of activities and places to plug in and things to do on board a Princess sailing.
Absolutely. We don't have the climbing walls, but there's lots of activities to do. We do, depending on some of our ships, like the Caribbean Princess does have an area, a family area for the kids, because the ship is in the Caribbean quite often. Like a splash pool, that water pool. We have an array of different pools available. There's lots of activities that we have available. Of course, we have the private island that you're showing there. Just an array of different activities that we have throughout the ship. And we also have, for people traveling with families, and maybe mom and dad want to go out, our grandparents want to go out for a little bit and leave the kids in the kids program. Lots of programs there that they can actually put them in there. They have lots of activities they can do, and then the grown-ups can go off and enjoy.
And this is the beauty of a cruise vacation. You don't have to worry about the kids. They are taken care of. And you guys have it down to where the kids are having a fabulous time, and mom and dad can have some alone time, some adult time, and it's just a fabulous getaway.
It's funny. It is funny that you're saying that with the kids having a great time. This was probably a couple of years ago. We went on a spring break cruise, and it was my family and my neighbors and a couple of friends of ours all went. And I remember her son kicking and screaming, didn't want to go, didn't want to go. Well, let me tell you, my kids loved it, of course. And he loved it so much, just to get him to have dinner with us was like next to impossible, because he had so many activities going on, met so many people, and to this day still connected with a lot of these kids that he actually met on board during his spring break cruise. Still talks about it today. So we do have lots of activities, and family travel is a big thing with Princess. Now, you keep in mind different itineraries, of course. You're not going to have kids on Princess throughout the year, but you're going to see them, around your spring break, your holidays. Alaska, one of the biggest things with Alaska is really multi-generation now. You're seeing more and more people traveling to Alaska. The demographics have changed a lot. You saw a lot of family travels in the summer months where your kids are out. Just really, really unbelievable experience. So you want to keep that in mind. If you're going to take a longer voyage, depending on you're going to go in maybe February or January, February, you're not going to see a lot of kids at that time because a lot of kids are in school. So
Right.
them, as I said, around the different holidays and spring break and things like that, you'll have lots of family traveling.
Yeah. And but you guys have, the kids aren't just running around and underfoot. They're plugged into their own age level activities. So
Absolutely, absolutely. We have different areas too. That we have adult areas. We have the adult sanctuary that's available there. There's no children allowed in that area, so you want to escape into your own little area. And that's what's fantastic about it. Because of our ships, they arrange in different sizes. There's so many areas to escape to really enjoy and relax. And that's what the vacation's all about. You want to make memorable experiences and you want to enjoy and come back renewed, right?
absolutely, absolutely. Mary, what about new vessels? Do you have any new ships on the horizon that you could tell us about?
We do. Now, you spoke about the Sky Princess is one, and I think you're going to show a video on that. The Sky Princess is actually one of the last ships I sailed on. One of our newest ships is the Sky Princess. We have the Enchanted Princess with us. We have the Discovery Princess that's going to be joining us in March of 2022. These are all new, which are unbelievable ships. Beautiful, and a lot of the favorites, as you said, when you sail on Princess, it's a lot of it that's similar. So sailing on a Princess ship, it just gives you more to enhance and more activities to do on all the ships that we offer. And then we also have 2 additional ships being introduced in 2024 and in 2025. So because of all the support that we're getting from all of you, we continue to build more and more ships. So
That is amazing. Let's take a look, folks. I've got this little video here. It runs about a minute, and let's just take a look of what your princess experience might look like. Hang on. So Mary, that ship, it just set sail before it's hardly had anybody on board.
no, I was on her in December, right before. That was actually the last sailing that I had taken. Unbelievable experience. The reviews, the entertainment that was on there. Oh my God. Unbelievable shows, Broadway shows that they had, and some new programs that we have. We have a relationship with Stephen Schwartz, who's cultivated and created shows just for Princess, but just an incredible, incredible ship and experience. So I really welcome everybody to come aboard and do that with us. Come on board.
So most of those ships are the new ones that you mentioned have literally had very few sailings under their belt. So people, when you book, you're going to be sailing on Even if it launched in 2019, you're sailing on basically a brand new vessel.
Yes.
When should people book, Mary?
Okay, that's a great question. And I have to tell you, I think people are just, because of everything that's happening, we are seeing a very big demand for 22 and 23. And when I'm saying big demand, we even launched our world cruise for 23. Unbelievably how quickly people booked. So don't hold back. Definitely book now. Alaska, and I keep stating Alaska because Alaska is one of our top destinations. We have a lot of ships that go to Alaska. We're the #1 cruise line in Alaska, and Alaska's on a lot of people's bucket lists. And what I'm seeing is your price point is actually increasing because the demand is so big and we haven't been able to sail in Alaska that the interest is there. So don't hold back. Make that and make something book now so you can book for 2022 and 23. There's something to aspire to and look forward to is really exciting. Now, that was just one. Europe is very popular. Caribbean is very popular. Australia, New Zealand, lots of different destinations. But I'm seeing that the increase in interest in 2022 and 23 is big. We do have lots of people going into maybe fourth quarter of this year, later in the Caribbean. Again, we haven't introduced a return to sail with Princess, but the interest is great because I think people are just stirred crazy. They haven't been able to travel. And what's great about our ships is we give you the opportunity, especially these larger ships, they have balcony and above. We take you to more places. You have that opportunity to sail in those balcony and aboves to really immerse you in that destination. It's wonderful to go outside, sit on your balcony when you're in the Amazon and have a cup of coffee while you're out there, or in Panama Canal when you're going through those locks, sitting out on deck in the balcony. So unbelievable experience.
Absolutely.
I would definitely book.
Mary, I'm so cognizant of our time. I really feel like we didn't cover everything that I wanted to cover, but we're running out of time, and I don't want to take up your entire afternoon here or evening. To book, folks, it couldn't be easier. Just reach out to me here at Dancing Moon Travel. We'll take care of that. We'll have a quote in your hands within 24 hours. Mary, we so appreciate your time and taking the time to join us, and we really value that. Folks, you know that I usually have some kind of little giveaway, some kind of little special offer. First of all, I'm gonna have a gift card drawing tonight. I just feel really generous. So type in the comments section. Word of the day is Princess. Get your word in, and you could be our big winner if you're watching us live. I can't do this for you people who are catching a replay, but if you're watching live this evening, word of the day is Princess. Enter that in the comments, and you will be part of our drawing. And if anybody books with Princess, you book a Princess cruise with us in the month of April, before the end of April, I'm going to throw in a $50 onboard credit for you and one of our collectible Dancing Moon Travel tote bags. So if you're booking with us, that'll be for a 7-night cruise or longer with Princess. Get your name in the hat and take advantage of that onboard credit. Mary, thank you again for joining us.
Pat, thank you so much for having me. I look forward to inviting you all aboard one of our Princess Festivals. Thank you for your continued support. Bye for now.
Okay. Thanks
Bye-bye.
again. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.